Yo, what is going on, gamers? It is your boy Chris here, aka ChrisThatGamer. Today, guys, I'm bringing you episode 3 of the Black Ops 3 Versus series. And today, guys, we're going to be versing off the ARs versus the submachine guns. In Black Ops 3, we have gotten a new patch that has nerfed and buffed a lot of weapons, a ton of weapons in the game, including the light machine guns and shotguns, but we're going to be talking about those guns in a later episode. Today I really just want to go ahead and look at the assault rifles and the SMGs. So for the assault rifles, I feel they're good in this game. I honestly really enjoy using assault rifles, but I find myself using submachine guns more than I do using ARs in this game, and I don't really know why, but I just feel like this game is really good for submachine guns. Now, there are a couple ARs that I really do enjoy using, but there also are a lot of ARs that I hate using. For some reason, the Man of War was my favorite assault rifle back in the beta, and ever since the beta, the Man of War has been nerfed a lot. You can definitely tell. If I were to go look at my other videos from the beta and see how I was melting with the Man of War, I probably was 3-shotting people. With this weapon, the recoil has been increased. You can definitely tell that, and it takes way more bullets to kill people than it did before. So for the ARs, I would have to say the best ARs in the game right now would definitely have to be the M8A7, the Shiva, and the XR2, and maybe even the ICR. The ICR has a little bit of recoil as well. That thing can go all over the place if you do not know how to control it, but it still is a good gun, and I honestly was using it a lot because I thought it was gonna be like the ACR, but it's not really like the ACR. It's far from it, but it's still a good AR, and obviously, like I said before, the M8A7 is just probably one of the best ARs in the game right now. With the recent patch, it has also been buffed. Now, that's something that shocked a lot of people. It's even shocked me because this weapon was already godlike, and they just go ahead and buff it. I'm pretty positive that they buffed the hipfire on it and increased the damage or something along those lines, so don't really quote me on that, but I do know that the M8A7 is really good at this point. So good that most competitive teams are just running around with 3 ARs and having one person use that sub because it's literally that good. And we might even go back to Advanced Warfare's time frame where you saw 4 bows. You might see 4 M8s at one point unless we could do something about this issue. I don't think the M8A7 needed to get buffed. It was already a godlike 4-round burst assault rifle. Buffing it is just making that thing even more dirty. But I honestly still think assault rifles in this game, they have a place in this game. It just depends what maps, what game mode, situations, and everything. I just find myself dying with some of these assault rifles, but most of these assault rifles are good. The ones that I listed are really, really good, and obviously the other ones that you get in the early levels, they're alright. They're just not as good as these other ones that you get in the later levels. So now let's talk about submachine guns. How do I feel about submachine guns in this game? For some reason, guys, I have been playing with tons of submachine guns in this game. It's probably because in competitive I don't play with ARs, but still I've been playing with tons of submachine guns. Definitely right now my favorite weapon would have to be the VMP. I've gotten so many kills with that, and in the recent patch they also buffed the VMP, they buffed the Razorback, nerfed the Pharaoh, and left the Vesper alone. Now, the best gun in the game before the patch was definitely the Vesper. Now, I feel like that is still the case. The Vesper is godlike. That thing melts people close range, medium range. The only thing that weapon sucks at is long range. You try to kill somebody far away, you are going to die. That's the only issue, and it does suck, but that is the problem with the weapon. The recoil is a lot as well, and if you can try to control and get used to that recoil, you can really be dirty with the Vesper. And I've been trying to use the Razorback a lot, guys. I just really don't see the difference in what they did. Obviously, we all know the Razorback was godlike in the beta. It was probably the best submachine gun in the beta, and we get to this game, and this bad boy has been nerfed so much that it's not even good. Like, I don't like using the Razorback. The Pharaoh, in my opinion, is still good. They just nerfed the damage up close, so when you're close to somebody trying to shoot them, which means now it's going to take more bursts to kill people with the Pharaoh. So it does suck, but at the end of the day, it's still a really good submachine gun in my opinion. The VMP, it's a good weapon. It's way better than it was beforehand, and with all these nerfs and buffs and all this stuff, the gun is still good. The only weapons that I think that are really bad for the submachine gun category would definitely have to be the Kuda. It just does not stand up to these other submachine guns. And then the Weevil. The Weevil just shoots so slow. The Weevil is a really good sub damage wise. It just, the fire rate is so slow that you gotta really shoot first. You gotta really have an advantage on your opponent if you're gonna try to get that kill, or if you're just gonna be playing with this weapon a lot. The Weevil, I feel like the Weevil needs a buff, maybe in the fire rate aspect or something along those lines, but I don't know. If I had to choose ARs versus SMGs right now, I would definitely pick ARs. I would just pick ARs just because the Shiva is literally like the FAL back in Black Ops 2. The M8A7, there's nothing to compare it with. It's literally its own cause. This thing shoots nukes. We always said back in Ghost that the Vector was shooting nukes. Well, in this game, guys, the M8A7, it's literally shooting nukes, and I'm not lying. If you have yet to play with the M8A7, put that weapon on, try it out, and I guarantee you guys are going to be melting people, and you're going to be like, wow, I did not even know that this was a thing. Now, on your ARs, make sure that you guys try out long barrel. Long barrel increases the damage long range, medium range, close range. It's a really good attachment on your assault rifles. It also helps on your subs, but not as much as it does on the ARs. Try out long barrel. It's a really good attachment, and it makes the ARs freaking crazy, especially the M8. You will literally one burst people every single time. So hopefully you guys did enjoy today's episode of the Black Ops 3 Versus series. If you have something that you want me to verse off in the next episode, put it down in the comment section below. Like I said before, which one wins? It's definitely the ARs. The ARs in this game are dominant. Let me know which one you guys think wins in your opinion. I definitely would love to see that. And as always, it's B-Boy Chris here, aka ChrisThatGamer. Like the video if you did enjoy it. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. And subscribe if you're new for more Call of Duty Black Ops 3 content. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.